This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the New York Giants. Here's the kicker, Aldrich Rosas, ready to get us going. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, let's go!
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get the off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Down! 60 Pittsburgh! 53 is Mike! Hey, watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Snap!
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check three! Blue draw Corker! Get it!
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Saquon Barkley. He breaks through another tackle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now it's Barkley down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Touchdown, Giants! Wayne Goldman, 30 yards. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. So they start this game just like they want. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that, that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. There he goes, right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 78 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Go now. 10 Lobo.
7-7, our score after 1.
7-7.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Check safety, check safety.
Barkley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
You better breathe. I'm letting you know right now, you better breathe.
Jones to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
17 yards and a Giant 1st down.
Here we go, here we go. 50, plant. 53, Mike, 53. They can't hang with us. Ready, ready.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and he'll take this one down near the 15. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Tight end to the right, boy, tight end to the right. Move. 4 down. Alert. Hey, exit.
Jones now operating from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. On 4th down, Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton there to make the grab. And the Giants have taken the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First down, Mayfield. That's going to be caught. 23 yards on the play.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And again, it's Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 3 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in the field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
On second down, here's Barkley. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That good for 19 and a first down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go. 30 base.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the air.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
29 is Mike 29.
Now Mayfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game.
Mike 29. I'm going to come back to you.
Mayfield with it once more. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards. They'll come out in the pistol.
Check, 47. Let's go one more. Hey, alert.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Mayfield. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
Interesting, a chip shot field goal here would give them the lead, but instead, they're going on 4th down. Mayfield now, eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And once again, the Browns are back in front. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. They're going to try and run the option right. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go. And the try for 2 is denied. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Ready.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Check 53 is mine. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
From the 38, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Jones. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Jones now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Bravo.
Mike 47.
Following the interception, Mayfield over the middle.